Honorable Philip J. Pierre, Deputy Prime Minister of St. Lucia, the Honorable Hubert Hughes, Chief Minister of Anguilla, Honorable Alvina Reynolds, Minister of Health, Wellness, Human Services, and Gender Relations in the Government of St. Lucia, Ms. Kin Sandy Lewin, representative of the UNICEF office in Barbados, which serves the Eastern Caribbean, ministers of the OECS region, invited guests, staff of the OECS Commission, the media, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, boys and girls, a pleasant good morning. On behalf of the OECS Commission, I wish to welcome you to this two-day ministerial meeting for the midterm review of governments and UNICEF program of cooperation. The OECS Commission is delighted to have facilitated, in collaboration with UNICEF and the government of St. Lucia, some aspects of the logistical arrangement towards the convening of this very important meeting. Such collaboration is reflective of the strength of our relationships and indicative of the model of interconnectedness we must promote to achieve our international commitments and increase the social and economic prosperity of the OECS and the wider Caribbean community. It is my understanding that this midterm review is participatory in nature and encompasses a comprehensive review of progress made and challenges encountered in each of the countries as well as across the sub-region. The main objective of the MTR is to sharpen and make the 2012 to 2016 multi-country program more realistic, smart, and more focused by making strategic adjustments as required to accelerate the achievement of equitable and sustained outcome for the most disadvantaged girls and boys in the Eastern Caribbean area. I understand further that the conclusion of the MTR, including the lessons learned, will be incorporated into the planning of the remaining period of the multi-country program action plan and inform the planning of the next cycle. The OECS Commission embraces the approach that has been adopted by UNICEF for the MTR as it reflects an equity-focused methodology which enables a professional judgment of the relevance, effectiveness, efficiency, impact, and sustainability of policies, programs, and projects. The OECS Commission, through its regional programming work in deepening the integration process with the support and technical cooperation of UNICEF, is confident that this midterm review will contribute towards better governance, evidence-based policy strengthening, and knowledge management of our member states in their development policies and strategies. We at the Commission are cognizant of the persistent economic challenges and vulnerabilities facing the OECS and the wider region: high unemployment rates, fiscal imbalances, increasing crime and violence among the youth and low-income households, lack of consistency in school attendance, particularly with secondary school students, and disproportionate annual natural hazards which impact on children and low-income communities. Like our development and partners and regional sister organizations, we are also concerned with the social environment in which our children are raised, thereby adding to the complexities relating to safeguarding the social stability and cohesion of the region. The intervention of the OECS Commission in the area of human and social development is consistent with the overall objectives of the OECS Economic Union, Article 2, in which the protocol member states agreed to facilitate and provide the enabling legislative, policy, and administrative environment needed to support social relations and cohesion for children, youth, men, and women in the economic union. With the support and technical cooperation of the UN system and our development partners, the Commission has been able to mobilize the required human, technical, and financial resources to intervene in the areas of social protection reform towards a more right-based approach, juvenile justice reform, education reform to promote and strengthen early childhood education, strengthening the capacity of our member states in multidimensional poverty measurement, and facilitating the effective participation of all sectors of the society in decision-making processes at the community and national levels. All of the aforementioned have been noted and endorsed recently by the recently established OECS Council of Human and Social Development, which was put together with funding and technical assistance from the UN system, and in particular UNICEF, UNDP, and UN Women. As we reflect on the findings arising of the medium-term review by UNICEF and its partners, I am reminded of the participants in the UNDG post-2015 consultations who emphasized the need for a universal agenda that applies to everyone in all countries, because our world is linked inextricably through the global economy, a shared ecosystem, and our ability to instantly share ideas. Better governance underpins many of their calls. They demand that this new agenda be built on human rights and universal values of equity, justice, and security. In keeping with the objectives of the MTR and the need to ensure that the lessons identified are taken on board in order to sharpen and make the 2012-2016 multi-country program more realistic, I would like to recall, as we plan ahead, some of the proposed sustainable development goals to be achieved by the year 2030. End poverty in all its forms everywhere, end hunger, achieve food security and adequate nutrition for all, attain healthy life for all at all ages, provide equitable and inclusive quality education and lifelong opportunities for all, attain gender equality, empower women and girls everywhere, and promote strong, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth and decent work for all. We are very fortunate at this workshop to have the participation of both ministerial and senior-level technical persons from the Eastern Caribbean and beyond. I wish, therefore, to extend a special welcome to the delegates who have traveled from our sister OECS countries and those who have traveled from the wider CARICOM area, as well as many of our development partners who have come here to participate in this MTR meeting, hosted by the government of St. Lucia. A special welcome also goes out to the representative of the UN system and other international donor representatives. In conclusion, I wish to exhort the participants to make the most of this meeting and the opportunities for organizational learning and improvement. The staff of the OECS Commission has put in much effort in preparing for this workshop, and our satisfaction will come from knowing that you are comfortable during the workshop and also that you have the opportunity to enjoy this beautiful island of St. Lucia called the Helen of the West. I look forward to the outcome from this regional workshop, and I hope we will forge strengthened partnership to transform the lives of our citizens in a holistic and sustainable way. I thank you.